How you doing, Brian?
I'm fine.
I'm here in London. Where are you based at the moment?
Well, I'm in Los Angeles, but yeah, grew up in London.
Yeah. I was going to say because it's interesting. It's sort of rare hearing you in your normal accent, though.
Oh, isn't it ever?
But I just want to start. I mean, I really enjoyed the show so far. It's a really great idea. There's a really kind of fun tone to this, a very funny script, but it feels very kind of unique and original as well. Do you remember your kind of first reaction when you got the scripts through, and what made you think, right, this is one for me?
Because I had the same reaction. Oh my God, this is funny. Oh my God, this is unique and original. And yeah, that's exactly, and the characters were just like leapt out of the page. Were great. And yeah, I mean, we didn't know with the pilot where it was going. There was no idea of what the rifts would be, where the development was. Just that two innocents were swept into a more complicated world than they had heretofore been exposed to. That's all we knew. Innocents sucked into a maelstrom. So that's all we knew. And but yeah, the characters and the humor. I mean, Abdullah's a wonderful writer, just a wonderful writer, and Michelle.
Yeah, it's a tricky tone to get right, isn't it? To maintain the kind of the stakes are always high, but it's always got that kind of comedic undercurrent at the same
Yeah,
time.
absolutely. Yeah.
But I mean, your role is a great. It's a good. It's just from watching it, it looked like someone you just had great fun bringing to life. I mean, there's a lot of complexity to it, but there's this kind of almost quite dastardly, kind of almost like kind of cartoon villain like aspect
Well,
to it.
if I had a moustache, I would have twirled it.
But was he? I mean, there is that kind of old cliche, isn't there? Where actors say, "Oh, it's more fun playing villains, etc." But what is it? Is it? Does it give you more kind of creative and kind of artistic license just to be that a little bit more kind of offbeat, I suppose, when you're playing someone who is capable of wrongdoing, like this role is?
I don't. I think what happened. Why actors say that about villainous roles is it's more obvious,
Mm.
but it's just the idea of playing someone who is not just one thing. I mean, well, he is a villain. I mean, there's no way around it. But he's also petty, and he's also easily hurt, and he's such a baby on one level. So it's just more fun to play those. Oh, where is he now? Oh, now he's just petty and hurt. Oh, now he's actually evil. So you get to just draw on all those different parts of. I don't think it's that we are those things, but we have access to those things. We think those things. And so if you can think it, you can do it.
And when you're in a comedy, do you still have to, as an actor, do you still have to play it straight? I mean, obviously, despite the situations around you, bringing a host of kind of mishaps and kind of comedic kind of misdemeanors and stuff. But for your process, when you tackle any role, do you always treat them the same, be it a comedy, a drama, or a thriller?
You have to, yeah, you have it has to be real. You can't be laughing at your own. I mean, there
Mhm.
are situations where the character could see the stupidity of their own situation and laugh. But that's a specific situation. Most everyone, whether we see the scene as comedic or dramatic, most everyone in the scene is after what they want, and that's a deadly serious thing. Whether it turns out comedic or whether it turns out dramatic, that depends on the writing, it depends on the staging, but from the action of getting what you want is deadly serious, absolutely. So yeah, the only difference is what happens on the road to getting what you want. Do you step in a bucket of oil, or do you know, or do you get shot?
Yeah, yeah, because I guess because in some ways, like your character, but especially kind of reveals more and more of himself as the kind of show goes along. And I just wondered, is that quite a hard, undiscussed kind of aspect of being an actor? Because you have this kind of broad knowledge of how everything's going to go and how things are going to conclude and how characters are going to end up, but you have to play everything kind of in the moment. Is that just one of those things as an experienced actor like yourself, you just have to kind of get your head around as the projects go by?
Completely, yeah. Because I mean, remember, the writers are discovering stuff. This is the first season, hopefully first. Um, this is the first season, so the writers are discovering stuff themselves, and so in episode whatever, 4 or 5, they go, oh, we discover that Ahmed is this. And you go, oh, really? Oh, okay. Does that work with everything I've done before? Do I have to change anything? So these are all, because you're establishing stuff on the fly. Yeah, you have to, all you can do is make sure that everything you've done before now can fit into this new information and allow you to play it with a slightly different angle.
Yeah. I mean, you obviously you're so kind of experienced, particularly in the world of comedy. I mean, I sort of grew up watching you, of course, in one of the greatest sitcoms of all time in Seinfeld. So what do you think makes a kind of great comedy for you? What can give a comedy that kind of long lasting kind of aspect? I mean, I still watch Seinfeld today, and it's every bit as funny as it was when I watched it, 30 years ago. So what do you think? What do you think gives that kind of show that longevity, I suppose?
Wow. That's a big question. uh, Non-topical humor, characters who are completely believe that you connect with. I mean, you can watch a 1930s screwball comedy and still be charmed by it, even though we don't talk the way they talk and we don't do the things they do, because there's some underpinning of humanity that you just connect with. And I think, jokes tend to date, but behavior doesn't.
Mm.
And it's the behavior that we're laughing at usually.
Yeah, that's a great answer. But I mean, obviously, what you were blessed with in Seinfeld, for example, is just having a great ensemble. But that's the same case for this. I mean, because what I loved about kind of Deli Boys is that it's a real show of opposites. Everyone is so different to the other, and you're all bouncing off each other's completely different kind of and conflicting personalities. What was it like here, going toe to toe with the likes of Poorna and then Asif and Saagar as well? And kind of having having that ability to really bounce off each other on set.
First of all, it's a gift you're given by the casting people who got it right. So when you walk on a set and I've never worked with Poorna before, I've never met Saagar before, we were all strangers to each other, but the chemistry was instantaneous. It was just, you've got to know how to play. And thankfully we have a cast that knows how to play, to be playful while they're discovering and figuring out the stuff they need to figure out to make the scene work. Playfulness is everything, just being open.
Mm. And as
so very lucky.
Yeah. And when we mentioned as we first started the interview, it is quite rare and great to hear you speak in your English accent. But I'm interested to know, do you ever sometimes in your normal life, in your day-to-day life, do you ever fall into any of the accents of characters you've played in your career, be it for just for certain words or for certain sayings? Is there anything that kind of that you were so used to saying in a kind of character voice that you find yourself falling into it? No.
No, never. I mean, I think I've done some things just more on the phone when my English accent was stronger, and I'd say certain words and then finally I'll forget it. I'd say some words with an English a long broad A, and they'd go, what? And then I just start speaking like an American. If I'm talking to some I don't know, customer service person in the Midwest, I don't even try being English, which I think has watered down now over the years. But I don't even, I just become American because it's easier.
And just very quickly then on that kind of subject, and the fact that obviously this is all kind of set in a kind of deli store, would you say you prefer English or American snacks?
Oh, I like snacks, anything tasty, American, Indian, French, just good food, just a good food.
Because it's just one of my joys whenever I go to America is eating all of the different confectionaries you don't get in English stores.
Oh, like what? Do tell.
Yeah, I like the what they called there's the sour ones I like. Oh, there's Butterfinger. Have you had a Butterfinger before? The kind of
Oh
peanut.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you don't get that in
Yeah, but
England.
you know what I miss?
Yeah.
Cadbury's Crunch.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which you can only get at English import stores or Indian grocery stores.
yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a God bless the internet. We can get all this stuff online these days. But
Yeah,
anyway, thank you
right, right.
so much, Brian. It's been great to speak to you, and best of luck with all the
Lovely.
listeners.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys.
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys.
Hey, you guys!